Tired of trying to find that drive-up window where you can get a best quality chimichanga with the green salsa, cheese and beans all the way throughout? Well, folks, you ain't got to look no further. I'm going to show you where it's at, so get in and I'll take you back to camp. Come on. Hey, thank y'all for stopping by a beautiful day today. And what did I promise you? A little something for you and your sweetheart on Valentine's Day. And be sure you stick around plumb to the end. I'm telling you now for sure we got a bonus dessert to throw in there at you. I want to tell y'all a little story first before we get this started. It was a long time ago and I was going to take Shan out for a Valentine's Day night meal. She said, "Where we gonna go eat?" I said, "We're gonna eat the best burrito in the world." We get in a pickup, drive up there toward town about 25 miles, and I pull into an Allsup's parking lot. Now, for you folks that might not know what Allsup's is, that is a sort of a convenience store, gas and diesel, snuff and cigarettes and beer. And Shan said, "Hey, we need diesel." I said, "No, this is it. This is where we're getting burrito." Now, folks,
wah, wah. I wasted a shower on going to the convenience store.
There you go. But folks, what I'm trying to tell you is it doesn't have to be something fancy for you to give to your sweetheart. And what am I going to fix? The greatest green chili chimichanga beef, bean, and cheese with a green sauce that will light you up. This stuff is so good. You'll be wanting it every day. Now let's get to it. First off, we got us a cast iron skillet over here. Let me light this here burner. And you're gonna hear a little blowing sound because if Shan will show you the flag, we have an east breeze today of about 15. So we're gonna just sort of dice this up here a little and let it go to start browning before we ever think about seasoning it or anything like that. So while that's beginning to get hot and brown, folks, I have me 2 fresh roasted Hatch green chilies. Well, they be chopped, seeds and all. That's how I'm gonna leave them in there because I like that flavor. Ooh, I could be smelling that. We got us some smell-o-vision going today. Even the beagle says he can smell it. He does like some chimichangas. Well, folks, it has come that time to give it some seasoning. We're gonna do a little Red River Ranch mesquite because it's got a little ancho chili in it. A little bit of cumin, about a teaspoonful. We're gonna call it that much right there. One of my favorite ingredients, some smoked paprika. Now we may have to get from way over here to get it in the skillet. See what we got here? A dried ancho chili. You can shake the seeds out of them, leave them in there, whatever you want. I like to sort of just tear them up a little. Look at this fancy piece of cookware I got today, folks. Pampered Chef it is. I'm gonna lay her right there because I like to get these things pulverized pretty good. Bear with me, it's gonna be loud. Now folks, when we put that ancho chili in there, it gives it a good smoky flavor, but that thing's dried. We gotta let it come back to life. We're gonna simmer it there probably 5 to 8 minutes till everything's getting good and soft and that meat is all well browned. So make sure you stir it on occasion. Yes. Now I like to let this cook down not only to get them ancho chilies good and tender, but also get rid of some of that grease. You got some grease in there, tilt that skillet over a little, get your spoon, dump that grease out. But folks, it is not a chimichanga, ain't got some beans in it, know what I mean? Now, I'm gonna use our refried beans and Shan will have you a link up there. But if you're in a hurry, I'm not gonna be real bad down on you. Go to the store, get you one of them small cans of refried beans, okay? Dump it in a skillet, add you about 1/4 cup of mayonnaise, 2 tablespoons of butter, stir it up really good, get it to simmering good, then you got nearly something like we make. But that link will be right up there. I brought some with me, got about 2 cupfuls I do in here today, and I'm gonna dump them right in here I am. Now you can see they got some little bit of green onion chopped up in them too. I like to give them some of that. That's a Happy Meal right there in a skillet. We're gonna let it cook probably about another 3 to 4 minutes, stirring pretty well constantly, because I don't want nothing to stick to the bottom, but I want all them flavors to take a hold. Just take it off the fire, let it set just a minute while we get us some grease hot. because them chimichangas is deep fried. Now I'm using manteca. You can use lard of any kind, but I really like the flavor it brings. If you don't want to use none of that, get you some oil, but make sure it's a good frying oil.
Even. I think it's come up.
We have technical difficulty. There it went.
There it goes.
While the grease is getting hot, and y'all wasn't watching, I done made me some homemade tortillas. Look right there what it says. See, can you read that for me?
Oh.
All you need is love and a beagle.
And tortillas.
And tortillas, and about 8 inches. Ain't
they're
they pretty?
Kind of round.
They're kind of round for me. You can always tell on a homemade tortilla, they may not be exactly round when you get it to going. I like to take me some cheese and put right on the bottom first. And then we're gonna get us some of this here meat. And you gotta remember when you put this meat in there, folks, that we gotta put some more cheese right back up here on top. We need to fold these ends first. That way we can seal this rascal, and then it's just sort of like fire drill, tuck and roll. But what? Just like when you put a diaper on a young'un, you gotta have something to keep it on there, a safety pin. What we got? Toothpicks today, folks. Toothpicks. And just pin you one through there. If it don't stay the first time, hey, pin it again. Let's get another participant out here. Put us on, ooh, we like to forget the cheese on the bottom. This will make about 8 to 10 burritos. Fold these first, bring them around here, tuck and roll. Try to keep it as tight as you can. And I do love a lot of duct tape. But you can't be using duct tape on these. It just don't work. I've tried it. Baling wire, hey, it's pretty good, but it don't stay too good either. The first one is going in. You can see that there is what I like to hear, some frying action. And if you can, I did that wrong, but if you can, folks, lay it down on the creased edge first. It'll help sort of seal that edge up. And you want to try to run this not at 350, but about 375, because we're looking for a pretty quick fry on these things just to crisp them up good. And if you got a deep fryer at home, that is fine too. But you can see how quick them browning. Like I told you, when you're frying these things, try to keep that oil around 365, 375. You can roll them around a little, but don't get them so crisp that when you bite into them, they disintegrate. Because I never did like them kind when you get them and you bite, knock 2 teeth out, and you don't even know what you got to eat. See these here toothpicks? They don't eat well. So make sure you take them out before you be serving them to your guest. When you go to Allsup's or any one of them fine drive-up places you can get you a burrito, a taco, or a chimichanga, what do they give you? Some of them little bitty sacks of that sauce. 99% of the time it ain't nothing but some tomato juice and some vinegar and some hot sauce. That's about all it is. We done showed you how to make the perfect green sauce to go with this. Just get you 3 serrano peppers. And I hear some of you already back there in the back raising your hand up, say, they too hot for me. We'll just use 2. Take the seeds out of them if you have to. But I like 3 serranos and 1 jalapeno. Now the jalapeno, I'm gonna go ahead, slice in half, take the stem, the veins, a seed out of him, whatever you gotta do to cool him off, and I'm gonna roast him a little. Get them where they good and black and blister good, set them over there to the side, cut the stems off of them. Then you take 1 small tomato, dice it up, throw it in the blender. Then we're gonna put them chilies all in the blender with it. Then we're gonna add us 2 garlic cloves that we have chopped up, throw them in there, a half a white onion, chop it up a little, put it in there, lime juice, some salt, and a teaspoonful of oregano. Put it in that blender, punch that button, folks, and let it get smooth. Since it's just me and Shan, she don't mind do I double dip in this sauce, I promise you. So right in here like that, hang on, I'm fitting to do it to it.
Chimichanga shuffle.
That's good, folks, right there. Pass the biscuits. Praise God. Thank you, Mama, and every Allsup's I ever eat at for inspiring me to cook a chimichanga. The beans, the refried bean that we create and put in here with that meat, the star of the deal really to me is the refried beans and that dried ancho chili that's popped up in there and give it some flavor. But what kicks it over the top? That glorious green salsa right there, folks. It is out of this world. So I'm fixing to have my little bride step in here because I promised you a dessert. And to me, she is the sweetest thing in the world. And she has created y'all a little sweet dish here called a chocolate coffee mousse. Yep. Ready to go, sugar?
Yeah.
It's gonna blow a little. If y'all be seeing the camera wobbling, it ain't because I be doing a shimmy shake. It's cause the wind got up about 25 and the tripod is doing some shaking, ain't it, Shan? But you can't have Valentine's Day. Do you not have something sweet to go along with it? Know what I mean?
Yes.
So when you created this chocolate coffee mousse,
It's a what do they call it? We're making a mocha mousse. The reason I like to do this mousse and we're suggesting it is because it's something that you can make ahead of time and just chill it in the fridge. So the first thing you're gonna do is take a cup of heavy cream, a little sugar, and then vanilla, and just whip that until it gets nice and stiff.
Yep.
Then you're gonna beat in the cocoa powder until it's all combined. And then in a separate bowl, beat your egg whites, instant coffee grounds, beat that all up until it gets nice and stiff. And then you're just gonna fold that coffee mixture into your whipped cream.
Yeah.
And then just cover it, put it into the fridge. I like to chill it at least 1 hour or until you're ready to serve.
But you gotta have good help in the kitchen to help you clean up. Me, I got the best of, that's the bagel. Now you can serve this with a little dash of whipped cream or a strawberry or a raspberry, blueberry, gooseberry.
Can I take it?
Seeing this, yes, you go ahead while I pour us a glass of wine here to have with our gourmet meal.
That's nice. I don't really like a whole lot of chocolate and coffee stuff together, but this isn't overpowering coffee to me.
No, it's not. And we get you a little of this right here.
I never get to eat because I'm always working. I love that sauce.
That green sauce is what's happening.
I like how it's kind of a mix of soft and crispy.
Yes,
like
ma'am. It is good. So folks, we really hope you enjoyed something today. And what I'm trying to tell you is it doesn't have to be.
Sorry, I'm not used to being in front of the camera.
So we hope you learned something today. It is a beautiful day. Got a little breezy at times, but hey, we're sort of used to it. We live in it every day. Now remember, cooking and life is a whole lot alike. It's whatever you get out of that recipe is what you add to it to make the most of it. As always, tip my hat to all them servicemen and women and all the veterans and all who have served to keep this country free to where me and Shan have this great opportunity. But my love, I want to thank you most of all, because folks, these videos would not happen without her. Me and the big got the easy part. We just sort of stand here. God bless you, each and every one. We hope that you have the greatest Valentine's Day ever. We send our love to you all. See you down the Chimichanga and the coffee mocha mousse.
Mocha mousse.
Mocha mousse. I think I'm gonna do the mocha mousse trot.
Good, I'll drink your wine while you're doing that.
See y'all.